Now, this is an article, and as always, I have a link to it in the YouTube description down below. Make sure you go over here and check it out. Stop wasting money on GPUs with more than 16 gigabytes of VRAM. This could get a little bit heated. Yes, it could. Now, what I will be going through here, the arguments at least, is not from me itself personally, while I might agree with some of them. It is from Patrick over here at howtogeek.com. So, if you're gaming at resolutions of 1080p and 1440p, you're going to use less VRAM. That makes a lot of sense, though. If you're going 4K, yeah, you need something certainly beyond 16 gigabytes. However, it's going to really depend on the game that you are playing. But yeah, if you're playing at 1080p and 1440p, 16 gigabytes is fine. As a matter of fact, probably 12. Get away with 12. But I wouldn't recommend picking up a video card with less than 12 gigabytes of memory. Don't go out and get a video card that has 8 gigabytes of memory, for example. Upscaling works well. Yes, it does. Technologies like DLSS and FSR work extremely well, and this reduces VRAM usage. 4K limits. Even at 4K, 12 gigabytes to 16 gigabytes of VRAM is generally enough for most titles. If you like this kind of content, you can throw me a thanks. It's completely free by doing what's up here. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and comment. Now, Patrick is also alluding to the fact that it might be overall a better investment to get a video card that's not going to break the bank, right? So you can pour some money into really good components like memory and storage and a better processor, where you're trying to build a system that really doesn't have any bottlenecks. And he also mentions here that VRAM beyond 16 gigabytes is for AI. The primary use case for VRAM over 16 gigabytes is running large local AI models and workloads, not gaming. And generally speaking, that's true unless you're gaming at 4K. Now, down in the comments, well, a bunch of people are bringing up some really valid points, like, for example, future proofing. If you get a video card that has plenty of VRAM, you're going to be able to keep it a lot longer, and therefore it is going to future proof your purchase. And that's absolutely true. And I am a big fan. I'm a big fan of future proofing. Get something that you're going to have for a while. And someone else brought up the fact that modern games are demanding. They certainly are. Games like, for example, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. But there's very few that are that demanding. And there are high-end use cases like, for example, like I mentioned, 4K or beyond, ultra-wide resolutions, VR gaming, and modding. They all use up more and more VRAM. And what about your video editing on that computer system? That would be another use case where you probably might want to have a video card that has over 16 gigabytes of VRAM. So really, to sum all this up, 16 gigabytes right now, we're almost into 2026, right? December 2025 is when I'm making this video. 16 gigabytes is the sweet spot for VRAM on a video card. Memory is not getting any cheaper. Manufacturing processes are not getting any cheaper. So I predict that in 2026, things are going to get even more and more expensive. And, you know, NVIDIA was rumored to be releasing the super versions of their 50 series video cards, or at least a few of them. Who knows if that will happen at all now, or if it does, it might be delayed even more. And for that reason, if you can snag an RTX 5080 video card, that's probably right now the best option overall. I know some people are going to disagree with me on that, and that's fine. You can do so in the comments down below. See you in the next one, guys.